Welcome to the Configure Price Quote podcast. My name is Frank Sohn and I'm the founder of No CPQ Consulting. This podcast is 100% focused on Configure Price Quote, also known as CPQ, and will provide you useful insights into this topic. My guest today is Oz Lavee, CTO of Foresight at Panaya, which is a company with over 200 employees and headquarters in Hod HaSharon, Israel, and is providing change intelligence for CPQ. Oz has over 15 years of business experience and lives with his family in Hod HaSharon, which is near Tel Aviv in Israel. Oz, welcome to the CPQ podcast.
Hi, Frank. It's great to be here. Thank you very much.
Very excited to have you here and to talk about the topic that we're about to talk to, right? So because I think that's the first time we actually do that. Anyway, also, I kept my introduction short, so can you please give us a little bit more information about yourself and what you did before you joined Panaya, I think almost 11 years ago now.
Yeah. So I've been with Panaya for 11 years. Before that, in different startups and also in big companies like SAP. I actually started, my journey started in software development, classic software development. I was learning in the university. And, one thing I can say is in parallel to that, beside being a software developer, I was also developing a hobby of being an improvisation actor in a topic called playback theater. And this was helping me a lot, I must say, along the years, because the synergy between those two worlds really help you to better understand people, better to understand how things are working. And many places, software development is not so nerdy, and it's a lot about people. And the combination of improvisation and technology is also always fascinating. So this was leading me along the years together. And as years go by, I managed to get and find the Salesforce ecosystem with Panaya, where we develop the product of Panaya-Foresight. And the Salesforce ecosystem, as I must say, is an amazing ecosystem with a lot of help to each other and a lot of great people. And we managed to identify also pains. And again, those things are coming together. And when you listen to people and you learn how to listen to people and you identify different pain. And one of the main pains that we identified lately was around the Salesforce CPQ. And this pain, what we will see, and it's sometimes that the customization and the understanding of how the implementation is actually happening, beside the great capability that the product provides, all the customization sometimes is very hard to maintain, very, very hard to follow, especially if people are changing and one is leaving and one is coming. And our change intelligence solution, which is quite unique in this area, is actually providing a full dependency map around the Salesforce implementation. And we see it, and we got this great feedbacks that, hey, it helped me to understand how things are built. It helped me to move and be safe. And I don't have to tell you, Frank, what is the risk of failures, of errors within a CPQ implementation. So, and this is one thing that, we're now releasing. It's really amazing to see the feedback from customers around it.
And let me follow up on this a little bit more. So in our prep meeting, you mentioned before that this is an impact analysis tool and not a testing tool. Tell us what you mean by that and why that's important for your customers.
Okay, great. So as impact analysis is actually understanding the impact of customization of a change. So it means what we provide is a full dependency map of the entire configurations that you have within your CPQ. So, for example, if I want to understand how a formula field is used in different rules or different actions or things like that, usually it takes a lot of time. For example, one of the classic use cases is, let's say, if I want to add a new product. Okay, and this product, I don't want to start from scratch, so I will take one and will clone it and try to work with it. But there are some places that there are also some kind of reference into this product, and I need to take it into consideration. And I'm not always remembering all the places. So having a full dependency map of all the connection, of all the things that my customization is really helpful to avoid, all those small bugs that we usually forget and we usually don't talk about so much also. and help me to gain the control and the confidence around my implementation, around my change. So this is actually what we call as the impact analysis, as the change intelligence. It's actually the ability to be more safe and more, let's say, data-driven by understanding the configuration and doing the changes in the right way and in a comprehensive way. So I will know exactly the full, all the places that I need to touch in order to provide my change.
Got it. And who is the main user of these tools at the customer side?
So at the customer side, it's the CPQ admins or implementers. And we see it's, it's usually it's for CPQ. It's very, very unique job. Somebody who's getting specialized in that is knowing the system, and it's very hard to bring on board new team members into the implementation because of its complexity. And those are the main users of our tool. They get a full visibility, and when we are talking to them, you can actually see how much the sweat that they have on the forehead when they understand the risk of the things and what we can solve them. And this is really for me to talk to them and see them and see the response to the tool is really amazing. I must say, it's just had a talk with somebody saying, hey, it's somebody's, now I'm going to take care of him. I'm helping him to be more safe. And he was, checking himself once over and over and over again in order to make sure that nothing is slipping from his hand. And now we are providing some kind of a tool that giving this confidence. So when you see this response, it's a great thing.
And we dig a little bit more into this in a minute. I want to follow up on something that you already mentioned, right? So you said you're an actor. I wanted to ask you anyway, what you like to do when you don't work. Is that the only thing that you do on the side, or you have a couple of other things that you like to do as well in your spare time?
First is I like to do a lot of things in my spare time, but I think this is the main. It's taking a lot of my time, I must say. It's actually with the performance with the playback theater, which is I was started basically when I started to learn computer science, and I was evolving with it as I evolved in my roles in the software industry. And it's taking a lot of time. It's to go to shows and to practices and to rehearsals and things like that. Though it's improvisation, it requires rehearsal. It's a crucial part in the process, and this is the fun part also. And one of the amazing things in that is, and this is something that I like very much, this area that called playback is about real people stories. So you're doing improvisation on real people stories, and you get to learn a lot about people and about feelings of people, and their concerns, and hear that. And for me, it's the best hobby to get to know people and understand them.
And what was the most famous or most popular role that you had as an actor?
Oh, so because it's improvisation, every time I'm going into a different place, I must say I've been God. I've been the devil. I've been a cow. I've been a fox. I've been a lot of animals, and I've been also the inner person and my secret thoughts and a lot of other things that coming out when you're doing an improvisation. So it's really getting crazy things, and you're getting to meet great people and to share it with them. And this is really amazing.
Excellent. Thank you very much for sharing that. You, by the way, you're the first one who mentioned that you're doing this acting on the side, right? So it's really cool. Now, I want to follow up on the product and service offering, right? So, I mean, let's talk a little bit more about what actually can be tested, or where your change impact analysis can be run, right? So is that product configuration, pricing, quoting, workflow, contract amendments, renewals, anything else? Tell us a little bit more about that so that listeners get an idea on where they can use your tools and services. So
our tool is not is about the configuration data. So we are actually helping the admin. It's not about creating a new quote or in this process, but when there is an issue or there is a planned change, then we are coming very handy, and we are actually doing the configuration analysis. So how things are working, what are the price rules that are happening, the calculation steps that are happening in the process. This is where we are coming very handy. And by first, what we call the shift left approach of bugs. Okay, I'm going by understanding the full dependency map of all the things. I'm actually identifying the places that I need to know, and I'm avoiding bugs later on in the process. So this is one aspect of quality, of higher quality, and we see a major reduction in bugs in production when using our tool, because again, full visibility of what you need to do. This is one aspect. Panaya, we also have a full testing solution for UAT and other testing cycles that you can perform, and in a more effective way, well managed. We are a G2 leader in terms of test management, and this is coming as comprehensive. Once we are planning the right change and we are performing the right change, we are also covering it with an effective testing, an effective process of testing to get into a quality solution, quality delivery eventually at the end. So our focus is mainly around those configuration data and this process of change management within CPQ.
And you support regression and progression testing, correct?
Yes. We're supporting the full test management process. One thing that I wanted to mention also is about, is about the root cause analysis, something that is also happening, and error happens, and eventually the solution, we can also very quickly identify the exact pinpoint of the areas that are causing some kind of an error. We have a full text search into all of your customization. So you can take a specific string, if it's an error message, search for it, and get exactly where it is coming from, where it was raised, and really quickly get into the root cause of issues. So this is coming afterwards. So also keeping the quality and the agility in place.
And that is for the Salesforce CPQ solution, or for all CPQ solutions that are native on the Salesforce platform, or for even for additional CPQ solutions?
So currently we're supporting the Salesforce CPQ. We started with Salesforce metadata, the full metadata of Salesforce, the force.com platform. And we are now getting into the Salesforce CPQ. But we have our engine, and we are constantly looking for new areas to expand and to support and to bring the value. And we are also looking to other Salesforce, other CPQ solutions, and to expand into them. Currently, our support is for the Salesforce CPQ.
Got it. And do you focus on specific industries, or that's a solution across industries?
It's a solution for cross industries. Eventually, we're mainly, let's say, focusing on complex organizations. So it's usually larger organization. I can say a lot of coming from the high tech industry, manufacturing industries, also a lot of health and other areas and industries. But eventually, since our solution is targeted to the admins and to the configurator of the CPQ, then it's can be agnostic in that way, and it depends on the complexity of your organization and how much business critical is your CPQ.
And one question here, I think even small organizations can be very complex. So you're focusing on the specific company size also?
So we see it. I must say, I totally agree with you. We see very small companies with very complex configuration and setups, and it's it can be very large companies with very thin and light and very standard setup, and small companies which very complex setups and a lot of problem and complexity. Eventually, it depends on the implementers and the evolution of the organization and the age. So we are quite agnostic to that. Yes, of course, I believe very small companies are less usually have less complexity. If we take it in but of course, once you have faced complexity, for me, this is one of the key factors. Then can become very, very handy.
And I mentioned it in the introduction, Oz, right? So you're based in Israel. So what geographies do you focus on? Is that Europe, North America? Tell me more about that, please.
Yeah. So we're working worldwide. We have, of course, our people are all around the globe. Also in Japan, we're working with Australia, working, of course, Europe, North America, and we are quite global in that matter. Of course, as the industry goes, North America is leading, and of course Europe in that matter.
And when you look at the customer base right now, what would you say? What are the key benefits that they are getting from using your product right now?
First thing is confidence.
Yeah.
Okay. Working with confidence. And as a result of the confidence, eventually, it's a psychological, it's a psychological thing. Once you have the confidence, you're moving faster. And this allowing you agility. And this, this combination of the confidence of your changes, the full understanding of the picture. We usually give them the metaphor of, working with blindfold on your eyes. It's, you will walk slowly. You will be much more careful. You will try to figure out with your hands where you're walking. Once you are able to see and to get a full visibility of how things are built, okay, you are able to work faster and start, let's say, to run and deliver in a much more agile way. And you will see once you get a confidence and you see that you're working fast and you're getting less bugs in productions and you still can deliver faster, it will accelerate. And we all know that the time the changes are coming to market are crucial in many cases. And we are really, really helpful in make it the time to deliver to the market much shorter.
Novo CPQ Consulting helps you with all CPQ related questions. For example, we help customers to find the best CPQ solution for their business, and we help customers analyze their current business process to determine if and where CPQ can help. Here it's important to point out that we are 100% independent and always look out for our customers first. This means for us also that we don't get paid by any CPQ vendor for providing them new customers or for any other services. We are focused on our customers and always provide the best available information to them. We also help system integrators to improve their services, and we offer the only CPQ industry subscription that provides monthly CPQ news and trends. We have many other services, so check it out today at novocpq.com. Send me an email to frank.sohn@novocpq.com to learn how we can help you with your CPQ questions, and keep us in mind when you look for 100% impartial CPQ advice. How many customers use your Salesforce CPQ solution right now?
So I must say, we just our Salesforce CPQ solution was released a couple of months ago, and we're already getting a very wide traction, at least in our customer base, also in new customers, coming only for the CPQ solution. So it's getting into a quite range of customers, getting more and more. It's just a couple of months, so it's still, there are not a lot of hundreds of customers, but we're getting much more traction around it.
Got it. So maybe then the next question is a little bit early. I want to ask it anyway, right? So what challenges do you see in your CPQ related projects, right? So anything that customers should know so that they can prepare better for it?
So I think the main challenge eventually is a change in paradigm. Okay, the setup of our product is very quick. It's a simple authentication. You are able to use it, but eventually to know how to utilize the information, because we provide a lot of information. A full dependency map can be sometimes overwhelming, especially in complex implementations. So sometimes the change in the paradigm to understand how to utilize this information and make the best out of it. This is, I think, the learning curve that you have in those projects. And what's bring you to the acceleration. So you will have a lot of information which is very valuable, and to know to find your way within it can sometimes will take some kind of a learning curve.
Got it. So it's so fast it doesn't even deserve the name project. So it makes sense. Makes sense. Hey, another thing that I wanted to ask you is, I know you went to Dreamforce this year and was wondering, how was it? How much interest did you see from potential customers at Dreamforce this year?
Well, yeah, I've been to Dreamforce. It was really, really amazing. The key insights, and I got there. First, there were a lot very keen people that are very keen to learn and to hear about new product. When we and a lot of people, just saw CPQ on our booth and just, hey, what do you have for CPQ? What do you have for CPQ? And really were keen to see the product. And the one thing that I really liked is what we call the wow moment, today we're in the days of Mondial, and I got, when people see our dependency map, or the full graph of their dependency, I got so many responses of like in a football stadium of, whoa, what is that? And it was really exciting for me, when you're building a product and this is the reactions to the product. Was really, really amazing. And I must say, yeah, Dreamforce was very well managed, and we really enjoyed it, and the concert and all the atmosphere of Dreamforce, which is a really amazing atmosphere. If you've been there to feel the ecosystem of Salesforce beating together and collaborating and sharing information. It's I think one of the greater thing is that the Salesforce ecosystem, and it's Ohana.
Very cool, very cool. So based on that, I expect you don't see too much impact on your pipeline right now from the current macroeconomic challenges. Is that correct? So you have a very healthy pipeline, no impact from the current macroeconomic woes.
No, I think everybody cannot ignore the situation currently in the world. Fortunately, yes, we have a healthy pipeline, and we are getting eventually, when we're working with crucial components like CPQ, eventually this is where you want to invest. But eventually, yeah, you cannot ignore it. We have discussion with customers who are facing some kind of a budget close or things like that, and of course we're trying to help everybody. But situation is not skipping anyone.
But are you still hiring in your team? And if you do, what kind of employees are you looking for?
Yeah, so we are hiring. Fortunately, yes, we are hiring. We are in a good shape and in a good position. So we are currently hiring for UX, looking for UX team leader, UX designers. And we're also looking for developers, full stack developers, to work on our platform, and QA engineers. This is currently the thing that we're looking for.
And you're looking only in Israel, or you're also looking in other places?
Currently, our main focus is in Israel. This is where we are based. This is where currently we're building our team.
Excellent. And when you look forward now a little bit, let's say for the next 12 months or so, what do you expect your customers in general want from Panaya-Foresight next? Do you have anything that you can share at this time?
Wow. Okay. A lot of things we get. And fortunately, I must say, we are in good relations with our customers, and we're hearing, and I'm happy, that we are getting requirements from our customers, and we need to prioritize between them. But I think the main is around fitting into the development processes better, in the integrations, into DevOps tool, into different processes. This is the key area. A more improvement around other CPQ clouds. We get requests for other CPQ implementations besides the Salesforce CPQ, and also others in Salesforce. This is, I think, the main areas that we're facing today. And as we go, we always get feedback from our customers, an improvement in usability and in the analysis itself, and things that we would like to add. Just lately, we just added the approval processes, the advanced approvals of CPQ, also into the implementation. Again, this is working closely with the customers, and of course, this is a crucial part in the CPQ implementation. So I think this is around it. Code analysis in CPQ, and Lightning Web Component, things like that. This is the areas that we're working on.
And just because I'm curious, what kind of other CPQ solutions do your customers ask for that you provide these capabilities for?
So first is the close one is the Salesforce Industries CPQ, also what you used to know as Velocity. So this is also very relevant and very trendy today in the Salesforce ecosystem, and also other external clouds like CloudSense and more that we're also requested for. And again, we are very always open and looking for things to investigate around that.
Excellent. And one very last question that I wanted to ask you is, so since everyone is trying to promote their software also on software review sites, is that something where customers or listeners can learn more about you as well? Are you on G2? You mentioned that as a leader before, but are you on other software online review sites as well? And how important are they for you anyway?
Of course, it's important for us. As I said, we are customer centered, and the feedback from the customers is crucial, and the review is also crucial. So yes, we are in G2. We are Panaya-Foresight is a line of business within Panaya. So we are under Panaya in the G2 area. We are on the App Exchange of Salesforce. Panaya-Foresight is on the App Exchange, and you can also download it from there and start your free trial. We have a free trial for you to play with, and you can reach out to us via our site and write reviews. Yes, on the App Exchange. This is where it's important to us. I think it's a crucial part that our customers and prospects are learning based on these reviews, based on this feedback. And we are improving based on this feedback. So it's important to us.
Excellent. Unfortunately, we're already coming to the end of this episode. Hence, my last question. What's a good way for interested listeners to contact you in case they have any follow-up questions for you or your team?
So you're welcome to search for us in the App Exchange under Panaya-Foresight or Impact Analysis, Change Intelligence. You're welcome to reach us in our site at panaya.com. And I think you can reach, you can share, of course, links and information later on and just put it in the bio or something like that.
Excellent. We will have all this information in the show notes. So Oz, thank you very much for making time for the CPQ podcast today.
Thank you very much, Frank. It was a pleasure. Thank you very much.
I'd like to thank everyone for listening and hope you learned something interesting today. If you like the podcast, please go ahead and rate it on iTunes or share it with your friends and colleagues. In the meantime, you can find us online at www.novocpq.com. So long, everyone.